it to the land of Saguaro Cactus, and boy, they did not disappoint. So stay tuned as we explore Saguaro National Park.
Leaving Chiricahua National Monument, we headed towards Tucson with the goal being to get to our campground, which is the Gilbert Ray Campground, which is right outside of the western district of Saguaro National Park. So on the Saguaro National Park has two districts, basically one east of Tucson and one on the west side of Tucson. And the Gilbert Ray Campground is the closest campground you're going to find to the Western District. It is run by Pima County, which I guess that's where the county Tucson is in. But so it's a county park, and it does take reservations. You do need to make them. It was packed. It was full. It was funny. We got there, and we were only there for one night, and I found out we had one of the more desirable sites, which was pretty cool. All right, we're registered. It was funny. They said we got site 23. And they said that was the honeymoon suite. They said that's the site that everybody wants. So I didn't even know it whenever I registered. So there you go.
That's great.
All right.
The honeymoon suite.
See, it's kind of by itself. It's on that.
Wow.
And there's nobody kind of around it, so.
Okay.
And she said it's good for big, large rigs. And I said, oh, well, good. We got the smallest rig and probably in your park.
That's funny.
A few things to know about Gilbert Ray Campground. Like I said, it does take reservations. Most of them have 30 amp electric, water and dump available on site, but not at your campsite. So Saguaro National Park is really cool. There's quite a bit of hiking available. We chose, because we had a limited amount of time, we chose to do some of the shorter nature trail type hikes, but there are lots of longer kind of desert hikes and hiking available for those of you who are into that, both in the national park and where our campground was, the Gilbert Ray Campground. It's in what's called the Tucson Mountain Park, which has a lot of mountain biking and hiking trails there as well, as far as picnic areas. It was not available or not open, but that's where the old Tucson studios are, where apparently there were a lot of old westerns. Gunsmoke, I think, was filmed there and some other things, but it was closed due to COVID. So we're hiking around the Desert Nature Trail here at Saguaro National Park. Really short, paved, half-a-mile trail. And one of the things, lots of saguaros everywhere, lots of interesting cactus all over the place. One of them that I thought was pretty cool, this one's called a barrel cactus, and you can see the fruit on top of it. It's kind of pineapple shaped, right? Some of those right there. And so those are the fruits that some of the local mammals, the rabbits, the rats, mice, that kind of thing, they'll eat. And you can definitely see this one's been chewed into a little bit. Yeah, according to the material, they climb up on these longer ones because they kind of curve down, and so they'll just climb up here and get to the fruit. Kind of cool. They do look like pineapples, though. So we did take both drives, both on the east side and the west side of both east and west parks. The drive on the west park is gravel, dirt road, so be prepared. It drives you through, and I mean, it's a gorgeous drive. It's just pretty bumpy.
Yeah, to me, the drive on the west side was the worst, but the views were the best. And then on the east side,
the drive was
great. The views were...
The drive was paved on the east side. However, as we were coming into Tucson, we stopped off to go to the east side while we still had the little guy attached. Just be forewarned, on the east side park, there is no RV parking. It is car only. So if you have an RV, what we had to do, we pulled into the parking lot, they directed us to a turnaround, and we had to exit. So we really couldn't stay. We ended up having to go, drop our camper, and then come back, which was okay, but it just added a little time. But as I said, it's funny, the west side, the saguaro cactus are very dense. There's a lot of them, and they're really close together. On the east side, they seem more spread apart. There's still a lot of them, and you're gonna get to see as many as you want to see. But it's a little more open, a little more spread out. But the drive itself was really nice. There's lots of bikers that bike on the eastern side because it's paved, and so there's lots of road bikers on that loop.
The nature trails are great. They're paved. You can kind of get off the trail a little bit and explore, but to see the different types of cactus.
We did stop at one of them that was like a watering hole, where they've tried to, they created an artificial watering hole just because of all the development in the area and whatnot. They want to make sure that the native animals have a place to get water and drink, and so they've created like an artificial watering hole with benches and stuff around it. We didn't get to go at either dusk or dawn, but apparently that's the time to go to see some of the animals, like coming to get a drink and that kind of thing.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and the bell for notifications. We're going to continue our tour of Arizona, so join us.